Hey there, Tim Bauer here from LiveVideoGuitarLessons.com with the practice tip of the day. This one is more for the advanced player, and this one assumes that you're fairly comfortable with the concept of major pentatonic versus minor pentatonic, as far as scales. If you're not, do a little research and come back over here, and you'll understand this a little better. Also, you can go over to my website at www.livevideoguitarlessons.com, and under the Study Aids tab, I have the 5 pentatonic scale positions, and it'll help to have the charts right in front of you. Okay, so today I want to talk about working the tonic chord triad into your lead guitar work with pentatonic scales. We're always looking for different things to do with the pentatonic scales, or just any of the lead work, just to make things interesting and to, we're always trying to change our sound, and this is a good tool for doing that. All right, so just kind of set the discussion here. People think about pentatonic scales and major pentatonic scales in different ways. I tend to think about them, like if I'm playing in the key of C, for instance, and I want to play major pentatonic, I'm in the key of C major, I want to play major pentatonic scales, the trick is just back it up 3 frets. But what we're really doing, I'm converting the C major to its relative minor of A minor, and then I'm playing the A minor scale positions. And we just need to cover that. So the numbers I'm talking about, the scale positions I'm talking about, are going to be in its relative minor. And like I said, people think about that different ways. I grew up playing a lot of classic rock and blues, and in blues you end up working with minor pentatonic scales all the time, so it's just easier for me to think about, to convert it and just think about it in the converted key. All right, so to kind of keep this short, which this is kind of a long subject, so it may or may not be, because there are lots of different ways to do this, and I'll be posting other practice tips covering other things like minor keys and different strings. But today we're talking about major pentatonic scales on strings, with tonic chords on strings 1, 2, and 3, and we're just going to work with those, and again converting to its relative minor. All right, so and we're going to work with E form, A form, and D form. Okay, so your full C chord, we're going to work in the key of C. Sorry, setting all the parameters here. Working in the key of C, just to pick a key. All right, so your full C chord is here, and you probably already know this. Otherwise, you maybe need to do a little more research. But I'm just gonna this full C chord. If I just put it on strings 1, 2, and 3, you get that. This full A, and this was E form, by the way. Full A form C chord. If I put it on strings 1, 2, and 3, you get that. And D form. When I say D form, I mean like literally like the open D chord. So if I play on strings 1, 2, and 3, it acts like a bar chord, so I can just kind of slide it around and get different chords. In the 12th fret, it's C. Okay, so your E form tonic chord is physically close to position 2 for, this is going to be confusing, position 2 relative minor, A minor. And when you use it, it'll make more sense. You just need to get in there and use it a little bit. All right, so so here's my C chord, C major, and I've converted in my head to A minor, the relative minor, and that's position 2. So it's right on position 2. Right? So we get, and you just kind of work it into the song. And by the way, when you're using your tonic chord, at least in not strumming it, but using it like we're using it right here, you can put it anywhere in the song. You don't have to wait for the tonic chord to come up in the song. You don't have to follow the chord progression. The tonic chord, the notes of the tonic chord belong there, so you can pop it in anywhere. All right, so position for A form, instead of playing it down here, I'm going to jump over here, because you're going to end up playing it over here. The higher notes cut through the mix a little better. All right, this one is close to position 5 of the relative minor of the key of A minor. So position 5 is here, and you'll see it on you'll see it on the charts. So you can kind of sweep the chord. except don't make all those mistakes I just made. You know? All right, and for D form, this goes up to the 12th fret, and that's close to position 4. Again, the relative minor key of A minor. So position 4, you can actually kind of hold this chord down. I mean, the notes belong in the scale. So you, all right. So you go, and just kind of, you know, we don't have any music going, so I don't have anything to play along to. But when you do that along with music, you'll hear how what you're doing plays against the chord progression in the song. So you know. So you just kind of work with that. Anyway, hopefully that helps. All these tips, I mean, you have to kind of mess around with them a little bit. But thanks for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow, and we'll cover a different subject. And I will see you soon. Thank you very much.